Welcome to Cheyenne. My first stop here in the beautiful Cheyenne is the Wyoming State Capitol building. I don't plan on going inside because I feel like all the state capitals are a bit the same. But anyway, I really love seeing the outside of them and the architecture, and this one has a beautiful gold dome. Feels so good to be in another state capital. I have a whole playlist of the ones we visited you can watch after this video. But for now, let's go explore what the rest of Cheyenne has to offer. Pretty much catty corner from the Capitol building is the Wyoming State Museum. The State Museum was nice. It's a free entry and they have a bunch of artifacts like animals that you can see here in Wyoming, Native American artifacts, old artifacts from cowboys and stuff. But I think my favorite one, there was this big trolley that they used to use to go through Yellowstone National Park. And the sign said that it took them 6 days to do a whole tour of the park, which is crazy when you think about it, because you could probably do it in like 1 or 2 days now. But yeah, that's one of my favorite parts of Wyoming. And we did a whole video one day in Yellowstone National Park. You can click up here if you're interested in that. These boots all around the plaza and around the city were made to support the funding of the Cheyenne Depot Museum. So that'll be a fun little scavenger hunt if you're here in Cheyenne to find all the boots. Right here in downtown Cheyenne, you can find so many cute boutique shops and restaurants. I'm so excited to explore a little bit once they open. I feel like a few of them aren't open quite yet, but in the meantime, I see a couple more boots we can go look at. All the boots are so detailed. Well, some of them are more detailed than others, but look at this one. I just love the West. They always have the cutest towns. There are signs all around downtown explaining the history of Cheyenne and some important information that you may want to know. I'm gonna go ahead and check out the Cheyenne Depot Museum right around here and see what it's all about. The Cheyenne Depot is the last remaining 19th century depot on the Transcontinental Railroad. Cheyenne was the strategic stop along the Union Pacific Railroad, which is America's first transcontinental rail line. The museum here tells you about the history of the railway and shows you some really cool artifacts found during the early days. So the Depot Museum was pretty nice. Learned all about the railroad, but we still have a lot more to explore, so let's get on with it. If you look in the alleyways, there's lots of murals to look at, which is one of my favorite things when I visit cities, is seeing all the street art.
It's what you're doing, making me feel like I'm falling. And when you're moving, I can hear my calling. There's no one else here that I see.
So I actually collect paintings from all around the world, and when we eventually get a place, I'm gonna have this wall with all the paintings everywhere we've been. Not everywhere, but some of my favorite places. And I had to get one with the mountains because I have a lot of beaches. So yeah, that's about that. In July, Wyoming has this thing called Frontier Days, and it's basically like a week-long rodeo with concerts and stuff. I'm really thinking about going because we're still going to be in this area in July, so that's going to be so fun. I'm here at Holiday Park here in Cheyenne, where you can find the largest steam engine in the world called Big Boy that was on the Union Pacific Railway. Let's take a look. It's one of the 8 largest steam engines, ran primarily between Cheyenne and Ogden. Retired in 1958. Wow. Other than the steam engine, this park is actually pretty nice. It's huge. There's a lake, a bunch of tennis courts, walking trails. Yeah, if I had time, I might stay here a little bit longer, but I want to do a fun hike a little bit west of Cheyenne, so let's get there now.
You set my wheels in motion. I'm going crazy for you. Eyes blue like the ocean. I can see you want this too.
So I'm here at Kurt Gowdy State Park. I'm on the Hidden Falls Trail. This park is about halfway between Laramie and Cheyenne, and one of the easiest and most coolest trails I hear in the park is this one. I just traversed these rocks, and there's the Hidden Falls. I always get lucky on hikes because somehow I always miss the big crowds, because when I left the falls, there was like 5 different groups that were going there, and I had it all to myself. Looks like people were gonna swim. I don't know if you could swim. Maybe you can. But this is an out and back trail, so I'm heading back. It was an easy peasy solo hike, so don't be afraid to do it if you're all alone out here. I'm back home here in Fort Collins, and this might be our next video, and I'll see you on the next one.